While 2022 may not have added many new additions to the Indian streaming series Hall of Fame, which includes shows like Made in Heaven, Mirzapur, The Family Man, Pushpavali, Patal Lok and beyond, just the sheer number of series worth discussing and celebrating this year was its own triumph. We may not have had many game changers, but the overall level and diversity of storytelling on offer was something to be thankful for. 2020 has also been a gloriously unpredictable one for streaming. Based on what we've come to expect thus far, Netflix India surprised and delighted. Amazon Prime Video disappointed. Disney Plus Hotstar continued to make the most noise and get the big numbers, but little else. And SonyLIV remains stuck as the intriguing player to watch out for. So, in no particular order, here's my list of the best shows of the year. SonyLIV's latest and perhaps greatest achievement, Rocket Boys, tells a massive sprawling story spanning decades about the friendship between Dr. Homi Bhabha and Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, two self-confessed mad scientists who, through the 1950s and 60s, were instrumental in shaping independent India through founding India's nuclear and space programs. And let's face it, navigating the politics of independence and international relations and nuclear science, none of this is particularly sexy subject matter. But it's a testament to writer-director Abhay Pannu's rich storytelling and some stellar performances that there's never a dull moment and you're never not engaged. Amidst all the decades-spanning global stage big, where the show soars is the personal human small. It's a deeply empathetic series which approaches its characters with so much love that it ensures that we do too. Ultimately, Rocket Boys is a tender, intimate show that I just wanted to hug and hold on to, which is the last thing I thought I'd ever say about a scientific, history, geopoliticking series. Netflix's Jamtara tells a fictional story based on true events around how Jharkhand's Jamtara district became the cybercrime and phishing scam capital of India. If the scattered first season gave us the Jamtara origin story of how a handful of boys started scamming people over the phone, season 2 sees the show entirely come into its own. Between writer Trishant Srivastav's screenplay and director Somendra Padi's compelling craft, this season's hold on us is immediate, impressive and unrelenting. Together they offer up a far stronger, more self-assured and straight-up smashing second season. Bigger, better and delving deeper into both its characters and scams. But the soul of Jamtara remains its terrific ensemble of bloody talented young actors who elevate this world and the material. Jamtara Season 2 is a binge of the best kind where, more than easy twists, big reveals and convenient cliffhangers, it's this story and these characters that suck you in and, for the most part, refuse to let go. Based on actor-creator Danish Seth's hilarious character Nagraj, the 10-episode web series on Voot Select is one of the funniest things to come out of the Indian streaming space. The show follows the adorably obnoxious antics of the morally bankrupt, kooky corrupt cartoon politician Nagraj as he tries to win the election to become Chief Minister of Karnataka. The show flits between Kannada, Hindi and English, but after a while you barely register the subtitles amidst the laugh-a-minute gags galore. I could tell you that humble politician Nagraj is a wacky, joyful comedic triumph, that it's a biting satire, that it's incredibly brave and that it's unabashedly silly, self-aware comedy at its finest. But above all, in a year that seeks to challenge, test and stretch many of us to our breaking points, humble politician Nagraj did, for me, what very few shows have this year. Laugh till my face hurt. And I sincerely hope that it does the same for you. Created by Atul Mongia, Netflix series Mai stars a phenomenal Sakshi Tanwar as Sheel, a grieving mother who sets out to track down the culprits after her daughter is killed. As she starts to ask questions and dig deeper, Sheel soon finds herself sucked into a world of gangsters, murderers, and the mafia. A gripping cocktail of grief, revenge, and crime, Mai is one of Netflix India's strongest crime dramas. The series is led by a formidable Sakshi Tanwar who expertly navigates the coldness and compassion of a mother reeling with loss to create one of the year's most fascinating and compelling characters. While it isn't always the most even ride and the crime and gangster half of the show at times feels at odds and disjointed from Sheel's story, at its best, Mai is one hell of an emotionally charged vigilante origin story and a fine addition to the weaponized parenting subgenre. There are some shows you couldn't replicate or reverse engineer even if you wanted to. So specific is Panchayat's delicate balancing act of workplace comedy and deeply empathetic drama, so well-etched are the characters and so keenly observed and lived in are the performances that you can't imagine anyone else inhabiting these heart-stealing figures. From the endlessly watchable Jitendra Kumar to Raghubir Yadav, Neena Gupta, Faisal Malik, Chandan Roy and beyond. Panchayat was some of the finest television this year, both unpredictable and dependable, absorbing and comfortable. A serialized achievement that masterfully manages to find the storytelling in the simple, the extraordinary in the ordinary. Written and created by filmmaking duo Pushkar and Gayatri, Sudal is one of Amazon Prime Video's first Tamil originals, and damn, what a show to kick off with. In the remote small town of Sambalur, a young girl goes missing, setting into motion an unnerving chain of events that shakes the community to its very core. Sub-Inspector Sakarai, played by an excellent Kadir, is our eyes and ears into this sinister world, tasked with putting a perplexing series of events in context and piecing the puzzle pieces together before it's too late. Sudal is a captivating, bloody well-crafted whodunit that's easily the strongest, most self-assured murder mystery I've seen from the world of Indian streaming thus far. Dense atmospherics and rich visual texture aside, creators Pushkar and Gayatri understand that a compelling whodunit demands clever, thoughtful writing. But like all great small-town investigation thrillers, Sudal is above all a triumph of character and setting. So much so that after a point, the central murder plot becomes secondary as we get lost into Sambalur, its people, and their humanity, history, trauma, and connection. Despite its missteps of an at times overly constructed plot, at its most potent, Sudal understands that the greatest murder mysteries aren't the ones that you follow, but the ones you feel. The official Indian adaptation of Amazon Prime Video's Modern Love, which is based on real-life love stories found in the popular New York Times column of the same name, Modern Love Mumbai is, for me, a triumph of heart and connection at a time where we're painfully starved of love on screen. A mixed bag, of course, but a deeply rewarding one, where even the least enticing episodes offer much to admire in their spirit and ambition. The three standouts for me were Mumbai Dragon, which sees Vishal Bhardwaj at his most playful, serving up a deliciously layered clash of culture story within an energetic, entertaining rom-com. Similarly, Hansal Mehta's wonderfully crafted Bai offered a quietly devastating exploration of love, family, and trauma that carefully straddled hope and heartbreak. But nowhere did I feel the love more than in Dhruv Sehgal's I Love Thane, which didn't offer any characters bursting with charm or effortless rom-com banter. It's just two people sharing a quiet chemistry and comfortable conversation. Love and connection that's aspirational because it feels real. Stories of human connection have never been as important as they are today. There's simply never been a more important time, I think, for modern love. Last but not least, a few triumphant special mentions from this year. The poignant drama, palpable atmosphere, and urgent thrills of Netflix's Delhi Crime Season 2. The quiet wisdom, warmth, and deeply felt relatability of Disney Plus Hotstar's Ghar Wapsi. The thought-provoking narrative and crackling chemistry of Amazon Prime Video's Guilty Minds. The sheer swag and glorious entertainment of SonyLIV's Tamil Rockers. The stillness and aching sensitivity of SonyLIV's Fadu. The dependable comforts of SonyLIV's Good Luck. And the darkly comedic thrills of Netflix's Ye Kali Kali Aankhein. That's all for this year. See you on the other side.